Hey guys, welcome to the MrMaple Show. I'm here at Frank Biles' collection at the South Puget Sound Community College. There are hundreds of trees in the ground here. I came here in 2009 and 2011. It's been a minute since I've been here. Outstanding collection. I'm going to show you around a little bit of the sights and scenes here at South Puget Sound Community College. All this was dedicated by Frank Biles to the community college here. Really cool treasure. I think a lot of people probably don't realize how many special trees they have in this collection. Probably people at this community college have no idea how many cool Japanese maples are walking by every single day. Let me take you on a little tour of it today here on the MrMaple Show. Check out this Esk Sunset. Nice specimen. Love when they're big like this, the pink undersides. A lot of the labels are gone here now, so it's a lot of guessing going on. Still some metal tags hanging on. I've grafted off this one before. Interesting area here though, a lot of trees close together. Love the Samaras on snake barks. This one is serpentine. So many trees packed into a little space, a lot of cool ones. Really like this variegated type. This big one beside me is Acer Japonicum Otaki. Back in here, pretty cool. Momenshide, that's a sessilifolium you don't see much anymore. Momenshide. Kind of a big specimen in here. Here I can see a label on this side of this guy. This variegated one is Kaisen Nishiki. See how that's got that swirling to it? A little bit of seeds on that Kaisen Nishiki. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Here's that original form of mama. Make about a few different names. Some really big specimens through here though. A lot of these reds are still holding pretty good color. Classic Emperor 1 here. Some of these have gotten really big since I was last here. They've kind of overgrown the spacing a little bit. But they're not terribly spaced here. This area of dwarfs is certainly packed together more. Got a Hups dwarf there in the front, that's easy to identify. Maybe a Candy Kitchen or something over here. A couple invasive ones poking out there on some weeds, but the pink on this is nice, isn't it? Check out that pink. It's Brandt's dwarf. Kind of bleached out a little bit, making it look more like Candy Kitchen here. Some crazy colors on this thing. So many trees. Look at this limited lobum right here. I'm just walking by stuff. Big Maiku Jaku there. Let's see what this lunar lobum is over here, guys. Looks like here we have Hub's Red Willow. Pretty good sized specimen here, that as well. My goodness, I could spend all day in here. There's a lot. Here's a little bit about the origin of Japanese maples from Frank Biles. Check out this variegated lace leaf here. You know, this hasn't got anybody pruning out the reversion. Still got pretty good color going on to it. Pretty crazy. Let's see what we got here. Label might be long since gone. And I guess just says Acer palmatum variegated, but it looks like Goshiki Shidari. Hard to say in the shader. It could be Toyama Nishiki as well. Some really showy plants through here, though. Great area here in the Pacific Northwest to be growing maples. And when I came here before, it was in fall color, so some of these were just really lit up. Still find some good shots with some sun peeking through these trees. Gonna guess this is one of my favorite fall color pictures. This is Green Star. So yeah, this will be a bright golden yellow in the fall. So many trees, y'all. I can't even take you to half of them. It's crazy. There's so many trees through here. Some volunteers out here. Be a heck of a place to collect seeds. This here's pretty cool. Look at the borders on this. This one's getting a good bit of sun. I believe this is going to be Ukigumo. Yep. Ukigumo here and a good bit of light. You know, still showing some pretty good variegation on that one as well. Kind of grown into this one over here. Fascination. Okay, cool. Not really peak spring color or fall color. We're shooting this one in September. Still can see some pretty cool foliage, especially in a place like this. Check out this Critigifolium veitchii. Really easy to distinguish. Big specimen here, a little bit of dead growth maybe cut out of this one, but kind of cool looking here, guys. Yeah, label's a little past its wear, but you can see some color here on veitchii. That hoop. Really cool to see a specimen this big. That's a rare one you don't catch a lot. Still really distinctly variegated too for an older tree. It's not getting pruned a ton. That's pretty cool. Don't see a tag on this one, but I'm going to guess Grandma Ghost. Love how they have that semi-pendulous habit to them a little bit. You can see some pretty big shape there. That width is pretty indicative of Grandma Ghost. Pretty cool looking there too. Got some nice specimens here. The gas finish Ishihenga could be one of a few here as well. Good looking plant. Not a lot of reversion on this one either for what it is. Acer Miyabi out here, guys. Check that out. cool rare maple. And fairly newer plantings here. This is a nice dark red, especially for in the shade. It says this one's just Atrium, which a lot of times means, you know, just red upright. This one's not what you normally see as Atrium, with its heavily dissected leaf, though. It's a bit more of a heavy Matsumuri than what you normally see as Atrium, but I do like this tree. It's pretty. This will be lighting up fall color soon here. This big Osakazuki. One of my favorite fall reds. Real big specimen here. This one looks a lot like Maikujaku, but being an older tree in his collection, I'm going to guess Falciformis. A little bit smaller leaves. You'll see sometimes an older form of that being called Falciformis. Murakumo, I've grafted off this one before. Interesting variegated form here. We got shaded top foliage because a lot of it's hidden in here. Pretty cool though. Saitome, I've got some cool pictures of this from one trip. I love the fall colors this one gets. One of my favorite greens for a green Japanese maple. Real fresh looking tree. Great oranges and yellows in the fall on Saitome. Underrated plants. Well, you don't see much anymore. We're going to bring it back at MrMaple. Willow leaf kind of hidden in here. Love how the moss just hits the ground in here though. Some older Naruto. Same tree as Tancho, Acer Bajurianum, hiding out in here. Move some branches to show you. All the leaves aim upward like that, kind of like origami birds. Pretty cool. You see it once, you kind of see the bird formation on those. Pretty cool once you notice what it looks like. Check out that moss on the ground, guys. Ogino Nagari. That's an older cultivar you don't see around much anymore. Mostly green in here. In a heavy shady spot. Hoshikuzu. Big Hoshikuzu. You don't see that one that big very frequently. Weird variegation you can see from the underside even in here. I mean, I'm hiding in a forest in here to look at this. Tsushigata, one of the darkest reds. Old school red. You don't see it as much anymore, Tsushigata, but good colors on it. You know, for as packed back in the shade as this one is, pretty good color still. September, high heat, heavy shade, can't complain about that. It's a Kotohime there hiding out in the shade. Another older snake bark here. Check out the bark on the snake bark. You'll start to see why they call them a snake bark here for sure. Isn't that beautiful? You see why it's called a snake bark maple? Pretty cool, pretty cool. Just a basic form here. Maybe white tigers, maybe. Probably not from the leaves. Hard to say in the shade down here. Here's a familiar face. This is green filigree. Even a really old tree, really small here. Easy to pick out because that reticulated veining in the leaf. Look at that snake bark back there. Let that light hit a little bit. little variegation here. Another common nishki. Not too common anymore to see common nishki. Seem to get some shade in there though. Man, love seeing older trees hold their variegation like this. Pretty cool stuff in the shade. Looks like a Maine Sato here. Still holding pretty good variegation for an older Maine Sato. Benny Sheehan, hard to say from this color because it's in September, but let's back up in there. I'm actually gonna say it's Benny Sheehan. Pretty good color. Big columnar sugar maple here. Wow, check that out, guys. Just keeps going, doesn't it? Another big snake bark back here. Now I'm gonna guess this one's white tigress. I know he had a big one in his collection. Look at that bark on that snake. Pretty cool. You can see, yep. Oh, this is Joe Witt. Very similar to white tigress. Introduction from the Seattle Botanical Garden. Check out that color on that bad boy. You can certainly see why they call them snake bark maples, can't you? Killarney. So you can see how this one kind of spreads out a little bit like a Murayama. Killarney likes to get a little wide. Great fall color. A little stress on it getting some early fall color here, but typically you can get some real kind of crazy bronzes going on this one. Really unique colors on Killarney. Lace leaf here. Classic Shishigashira up here, guys. I'll speed up before I run out of daylight on you guys here at South Puget Sound Community College. This looks like Tsuri Nishiki to me. Pretty cool. Pretty cool leaf on that. Like how fingered out the leaves are. It's got this cool, long fingered look to it. Okay, this is the tree I was looking for earlier. This is actually not Sagara Nishiki, but it is very similar to Sagara Nishiki. Guys, look at that. Look at that variegation in there. Isn't that crazy? A little burned up here. Late summer, but look at that. So guys, very similar to Sagara Nishiki. Another native maple here. I'm gonna guess Karabuyama. I don't know. I don't see a label on this one. Certainly reminds me a little bit of Karabuyama. Acer Siboldianum. It's a jungle back here. That's going to be Acer Negundo. Wow, it's a big broom. It's an older broom. Look at that thing. Really mature older broom. I don't know what that one is. I'm going to guess Orion. It's got a heavy Matsumuri leaf to it. I've seen some big Orions before. You can really tell in the fall color because it'd be a golden yellow. This tight little broom. See if you see any ID on him here. That's what I was going to guess. Carly's Corner broom. Some lace leaves. As we proceed, let's see what else we could find. Check out the seeds on this. Oh, the Samaras are so beautiful. Maple seeds can be so pretty. You know, people don't talk about maples flowering. Yeah, check out those seeds. Is that not beautiful? Those Samaras not gorgeous to you? I think those are so showy. I love that. Like, just like a fruit component to it. It looks cool. The nuts, the fruit, really beautiful. So pretty here. See all those seeds there? Really nice ornamental quality. It's going to be a Villa Toronto tucked back in there, and it's a little stressed. Got a lot of seeds on it too, though. Got a lot of seeds going on. It's got a couple things going on here. I think this first one here is a ghost type that we're actually looking at the seeds on, a little bleached out. And we've got another ghost type. This one looks more like grandma back here. Could be an older Shigetatsu Sawa back a little bit too. It's hard to say with the shapes of them. There's Hanukkah back there. Some more lace leaf. Look at that lace leaf in there. Again, unlabeled. Reminds me a bit of sunset though, colors. It's really nice. Here we've got one of the weeping forms of Acer japonicum. Somebody's taking a bit of a leader out of it. Algiton, Talon Buckholt's introduction. See how wide that one gets, guys? Even like the original. That's the original Woods number 2. Have a low growing specimen there. Well, there are some pretty cool seeds here, I have to say. Love that. I often listen to this palmatum. I think it's Seboldianum. You'll see it there. Definitely got some other species influence going on. Seeds look like Seboldianum too. Maybe. There's a couple different forms out there that I have seen a Japonicum Levette too. Al-Shimano Uchi. Nicely colored. And Al-Shimano Uchi, distinguishable from Scolopendriforum because it has more lime green bark. It's that lime green bark there. Shinobuga or Scolopendrifolium, they'll have much darker bark. There's a lace leaf tucked back here. That acacia's still pretty. That's a showstopper. All right, guys, that'll kind of wrap things up here from South Puget Sound Community College. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure to like and subscribe to the Mr. Maple Show here on YouTube. We put out 7 days a week content. We're always bringing you Japanese maples. We're traveling all over the world to bring you Japanese maples. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you love that kind of thing and you're into gardening, there's no better place to be than MrMaple.com. Take care, God bless, and have a great day.